This is 2023. This is season 2. I wouldn't say the first one because the first one I would like to have an actual guest.
Yeah.
But this is the pilot episode. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you would like to see, who you would like to see, what you would like to talk about. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be doing sponsorships. We're going to be doing a lot of cool things, man. So stay tuned. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Los Cut It, and you're in the cut for season 2 with your homie Ruben, aka Baby Horchata, and the one and only Average Panda in the house. What's up, fellas?
Season 2, and we back with more bangers for the season. What up, Los? ¿Cómo estás, papá?
I keep chilling, man. You gotta look at the camera. Don't look at yourself. Look at the camera. Yeah.
It just looks so good, bro.
No, I know. This is our new setup. We're just vibing in here, honestly. We wanted to do a test run. We may upload, we may not upload this. This is usually what we do when we create something new. We try to just fill it out, see how it feels, see how it looks, and if it ends up being a good episode, we're gonna put it as episode number 1. Other than that, how's your New Year so far, Ru?
Everything's going so well, bro. Obviously, when you make resolutions and stuff like that, it's easy to like already fail off the bat. I didn't really do resolutions. I just have newer goals per se. I didn't put the
What's
stamp
one
on.
goal that you're standing by?
One goal that I'm standing by so far. Don't eat after 7. I've done a great job at that so far.
Yeah. Now, are you not eating after 7, but eating crazier before 7?
At 6:55, I am.
Are you like going more to town, or you're just taking it easy?
Nah, I actually eat breakfast now, and that helps a ton.
You never ate breakfast?
Nah.
Why? You just never.
And I claim that I didn't have time, bro. I just wake up 20 minutes before and just eat some eggs. Yeah.
Nice. What time do you normally start work?
Like 5:30 in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's early.
Today I went in 4:30. I had to go in earlier, so yeah.
So what time you go to sleep then?
Like 10 is my goal.
Bro, no wonder your ass be posting like at 6 a.m. every day.
You're like, dang.
Like you be posting projects up at 6 a.m. Like stuff that I would post like at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Your ass at 6 a.m. dropping this shit. But what's good with you, Rick? I see you. You got your elbow out. What's good with that, man?
Oh, elbow's looking good, bro. Look at the gnarly scar. I don't know if they can see it. But I went to the doctors today, and the doc says like, you're good, bro. You should be good in a year.
But
All right,
$1,000 bill.
so for the people watching right now, what was up with your elbow, bro?
I fell painting headquarters.
I mean, give us a little more
Oh, I
context
shattered
on
my
that.
elbow. I shattered my elbow, and then I have like a metal elbow. Pretty much, I got like plates.
Give us a little bit more
How
context
many
than
feet
that.
did you fall? That's
Oh,
Yeah,
how many feet? How
explain-
much?
explain.
I fell out of the ladder, the scaffold, 20 feet high up painting because I was too impatient. But like, no, fuck, I'm gonna do it myself. And look what happened. And
This sucks, bro. That was a terrifying day for us. It was like, was it the week of opening?
the week off.
Yeah, it was the week.
No, the week before.
The week before grand opening. This guy, so prior to Ricky's shattering, do you know the story?
A
Kinda?
little bit. I just know that every time we talk about it, he's like, I have blood, sweat, and tears in this.
No, literally.
Swear to God.
We a couple hours before he shattered his elbow, we have a scaffold that's probably, I want to say, about 8 feet tall, and we need to get up to like 20 feet outside to paint the top brick, and we put a ladder on top of the scaffold. But when we did that, like we had the scaffold, and then we put the ladder on top, on the bottom, gripping the scaffold, and then the other person gripping the ladder, and then the person painting. Once we did all that, the first coat, we all came inside, and I had to cut someone's hair. You know, it was really like HQ wasn't even finished. And I told Ricky specifically, I'm like, yo, bro, listen, just paint the inside. While the outside dries, paint the inside. Some I don't know, Rick. I don't know what got in you. Something told this man to go outside by himself, to climb the scaffold and this ladder by himself.
No, because
Nobody was there, bro.
No.
Was anybody helping you?
No, because I was like, well, I'm not doing anything, and I want to get the grand opening is next week. Let's get this shit rolling. I don't want to wait.
There's a Mexican inside here. Tenía prisa. Like,
Yeah, I swear to God. And I was like, things were looking good. And I remember when, I remember when it started going down. My first thought was like, what was it? I'm fucked. Fuck. I was like, fuck. And then,
Bro, were you cutting hair as that went
Yeah, it
down?
was
Yeah.
sad because bro, we were flexing. So mind you, this whole place was like bogus. Like it looks nothing like how it looks today,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I had the garage door open.
Uh-huh.
So I'm cutting hair, and people are just driving by, and you can see inside
Yeah.
HQ. You know.
Yeah.
So it was like a little flex,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just cutting hair, and it's like a little kid. You're like, "Where's Ricky?" Well, you know, when Ricky goes missing, where's Ricky? And you just hear that shit, bro. Just what ended up happening is that the scaffold's flat. So he had the ladder on top of the scaffold that was pressing against the wall, and he's painting. So what it did, it ended up pushing the scaffold out. So the scaffold folded, and he just landed straight down, and the ladder folded. It was like a wrestling match, like it just folded on him. Now, when we heard the fall, all I heard was this guy screaming, bro, like hard, and I was just like,
Let me get this dude's lineup real quick.
no, not even that. I had to stop. I didn't even finish that dude's hair because we walked out there and I just see Ricky on the floor like this, and there's just like powder everywhere. It's like dust, like all this concrete stuff, and blood just gushing out of his.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, dude, his bone came out. His bone came out of his elbow,
I didn't know that. Nobody told me that.
and he was just on the floor screaming, like, bro, grown man screaming, and we're like, oh shit, and sorry, Rick, if I'm putting you out there.
No,
No, that's-
it happens.
And I'm just like, oh fuck, are you okay? You okay? And he's like, I can't feel my legs. That's the first thing he kept saying.
I got numb. I was numb
Yeah.
for a good minute.
He's like, I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs.
I can't
And-
feel anything.
And I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, I'm gonna call the cops. And he's like, no.
La
Cops.
migra.
No,
he's
the
like,
ambulance.
He's like, I don't have insurance. I'm gonna call the ambulance. He's like, I don't have insurance, no. And I'm like, yo, fuck the insurance, bro.
Frankie's gonna figure it
Yeah,
out.
this. So
Man,
so-
low-key, I'm like getting paranoid right now.
He's looking at his elbow. He's
it's
like,
so-
hold on, let me.
it sucked for all of us because Ricky was he was the guy that was with me from morning to night every day.
yeah.
Like people would come and help and leave.
Yeah.
Ricky was the only one that was with me all day. So the week before the grand opening, he was a big asset. I finally convinced him to call after, bro. He's bleeding, gushing, and I finally convinced him to call the ambulance, and I called him. Mind you, thank God I never really had to call the ambulance ever in my life. This was
Yeah.
probably one of the very first times that I had to do it. It was scary, man, because I felt like I was doing something illegal. I'm like, wait a minute, before I call the ambulance, like, did he fall inside the building? Like, am I insured?
Yeah.
Like, you start thinking of all these things, and he didn't want me to do it because he didn't have insurance. And I'm like, dude, care, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. And we call him, and then tell us the story. What happens? Not only do they come and they take care of you and all that, but there was a paramedic that caught your eye. Tell us that story.
Oh, dude, she was so. Oh my God, I'm over here.
Mind you, he
No,
was
but she was so like hot. She was hot.
She was a lady in
She was
uniform.
cute. She was cute, and then she's like, she started ripping up my clothes.
hey, he's in there in pain, and she just going in with the scissors,
Cutting everything off.
ripping everything off, ripping off. Hey, he had a Los cut his shirt on, ripping all that shit off.
Wait, no, not this shirt. That's the shirt. That's the shirt.
And I was like, wow, this could be happening while I'm her. And she's like, I got
Bro,
this
that's a-
fucking pretty paramedic, like getting
Bro.
me naked.
Did you shower that day?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
But here,
imagine.
it's what it was, because it was hot.
It was hot as shit that day.
That day, because we were moving, I wore no underwear that day. I swear to God.
Bro,
I be shaving sometimes. No shame. I be shaving sometimes with underwear, even if when I buy the shit.
So
It
you were
gets
just
sweaty.
commando, bro?
Commando.
Just 'cause it was hot?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then I was like, I even told her, I was like, just to let you know, I have no underwear on.
While you're in pain.
oh, she was asking me gustan
No,
papacito.
but and then she started like, can you feel this? Can you feel this? She's like touching
She
me
was
all
like,
over.
hold on, touch me a little.
I was like, wow, what a fucking.
And it was crazy because everybody was like, jump in with him, Los. And I'm like, no, like, who's going to take care of the spot?
Yeah.
Like, my client's still there, half a haircut.
He just
Like, like, who's going to... So I'm like, all right. I'm like, Ricky, just hit me up when you're good. And then they took him off, and now I'm going back in there. I'm trying to finish the haircut. Trying to, like, I'm just blood all over the sidewalk. And it's just... We're trying to figure out this whole situation. How are we going to finish? How are we going to... Like, it was just so much pressure. And yeah, I mean, you were telling me it was the worst pain of your life when you got there, right?
Yeah, dude, and I had popped my out of its socket. That they didn't even know that it was popped till they took me to the X-rays and I was in so much pain. They were trying to strain my arm, but it was so much pain, bro. I was moving so much, and then I hear a pop out of nowhere, pop, and then you see the two nurses. They're like, oh, his shoulder was popped. And I was like, what do you mean my shoulder was popped? I was like, no, it's normal. But dude, when they had me like stretch my arm like this, bro.
Did you think you were gonna never be a photographer again?
No, because it was my left hand.
So
Like, I don't want to come out arrogant and like saying talking shit, because things like that can happen to anyone. But when it happened, me being lefty, I'm looking at his arm. I'm like, man, that's his left hand. Like, wow, that could have been me. That could have been my hand. My career would have been done. But then again, I'm like, I would have thought twice about climbing that whole fucking ladder by myself. I would have been like, yo, Rick, come hold the ladder, or somebody. I couldn't do that.
No, because I remember when we were building the stage, we were building the whole process. You were kind of being very cautious about like this is my money maker.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you and I wanted wearing gloves to everything.
And you know what's crazy is that when we first started, so we had a couple things that we had to build. We built the white cyclorama wall. We built the stage. Like, I had my hand in it. We had to use tools and saws. And right before we started all that, you know Julian, my
Yeah.
bro, Julian, this guy's like, oh, Lowe's, I had a dream, bro, that it was weird. Like, don't get scared, but it's like that you kind of like use a chainsaw and you slice your whole hand open and some crazy shit like that. But he's like, don't worry about it. Just letting you know I had a dream. And I'm just like, nah, you see now. now I'm not doing anything. Like, and I would tell G, who, shout out to my homie G, who was the one that helped with all this. And I was like, yo, G, I'm not your superstitious type of guy. I really ain't. But at the same time, it's like, when someone tells me they had a dream that I cut my hand off with a saw, like, I got to be a lot more careful, bro. Like, I was really nervous, man. Then that happened to him. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
But
You know, I wish I would have known you before, so I could have helped y'all build. Cause he was documenting it. That's at that point. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Me and
Have you
Ricky
seen the
were-
videos?
Oh yeah. Since
Oh,
day
dude.
one, bro. I was like, oh, that's dope, man.
It looked like he got shot. And I'm probably going to post it. If Ricky's okay, if I get your consent, I could share the footage.
We already share it.
No, I mean, for the world.
Oh no, yeah, it's already out there in the world.
yeah, but like,
Yeah.
Out there, you know
we're
what I
gonna be
mean?
Oh.
pushing it, bro.
No,
I'm
put
gonna
the-
be
put the-
hashtag
I'm gonna
Ricky-
pay
Put
the promotions.
No, no, yeah, put the GoFundMe too.
No, you're right. No, but you pulled through, bro. And what's
Uh-uh.
crazy is that today he had his last doctor appointment. They told him he's good. He's been working out with me a couple of days at the gym.
$10,000.
He's 100. He's 100. Nah, man, he went to Cook County, so you know what that means. You know, everything
It's
in
for
the
the
house
free.
for the
For the free.
But yeah, I'm so glad that he's like, you're good. You know, just leave this behind, and we won. I was like, all right, cool.
Está
So
bien,
let's
bro.
move
Yeah.
on.
So
Yeah.
his right arm is swollen though ever since he.
I mean, everybody had their hand in. The JC came and helped out with these lights right here above us, and we went through some hell with those. And
Man.
oh my
The
god! But
day of the grand opening, though,
what happened to
the
other
night
guy?
before,
Ah.
we slept here
Yeah.
with the doors open.
What's crazy is we had like
Doors open.
Yeah.
yeah, because we were we had the guys working on electricity all night. So they cracked the door open and they went from night to sunrise, and we were sleeping on the couch. And what's crazy is, if you get invited to a grand opening somewhere, and you fly in like how my homie Poppy Blends did, shout out to Henry, who flew in from Miami and came out here to support. You would expect if you fly in the morning of the grand opening, the place is done. This guy walked into a shit show. Like, he walked in, and as soon as he walked in with his luggage and everything, because he came straight from the airport,
Yeah.
I gave him a broom. All right, bro, here's a broom. Just start sweeping over here. Yeah, I swear to God, because it was
Yeah.
it was one of those desperate, like,
Yeah.
we need all the help that we can
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
And
He was up in the scaffold cutting the
the
TB ties.
zip ties. And what's even crazier is that we had the grand opening scheduled for 4 p.m. and I had to jump on social media and postpone it till 6 p.m.
Uh-huh.
And thank God it's summertime, because now in the winter it's 4 p.m. It's nighttime.
That's cool, bro. Yeah.
So and June 18th, I remember, is the morning we opened up the headquarters Chicago, and 6 p.m. was still beautiful
Yeah,
outside.
yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
people were walking in. Like, I remember my cousins were the first ones to walk in with like cakes and fruits and all that, all in like dressed up.
Yeah.
And we're still mopping the floor and organizing. It was that much of a headache, bro. And the end of the day, man, when it was all said and done, we got to finish it. Not the way it looks now, nowhere
Yeah,
near
yeah.
what it looks now, but enough to present it.
Yeah.
And the feedback was so dope. I remember people telling me how proud they were of me, and me and Ricky just looking at each other like, wow, I cannot wait for this to be done, because I just
Yeah.
want to go home and sleep. It was so,
Right.
to this day, it still haunts me, bro. I still
I
hate it.
swear, bro. I swear. I remember looking at it sometimes. We're like, man, it will look. It's like, I don't think we're gonna make this. There were sometimes we were here just making more of a mess.
Yeah, we would come in and be like, all right, we're almost done, and we just got to fix this. And by the time we're done fixing that, the whole place is even dirtier.
And then we need to do more things here and that, and it was just crazy, bro. It was a crazy experience, and just to seeing it from our first place that we looked at, it was like a half a block away to now be here, bro. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, so if you don't know, so when we were looking for a space, the first space that we got called to view is literally a block, not even a block, like a half block behind this.
Mhm.
And we saw it was on the second floor. You've been a rock star?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how you had to go up the stairs and
Yeah.
all that from the outside sometimes? It was the same concept. And we did that, and it was a good spot. It was this close to doing it, bro. So close. And I told Rick and my dude, I woke up and like, something was telling me, nah, bro, don't do it. And I didn't do it, even though we got approved. Like, dude was like, yeah, man, you're good to go. And we waited, and we ended up getting this place. And one day we're driving around, and I'm like, yo, why does this look familiar? And we looked, and there it was, the first place
Yeah.
we saw down the street from where we're at today. And what's crazy is now, when you got to CHQ, it was already done, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. What would we invited you for something? What was it?
It was the fights.
Oh, it was the boxing fights that we had.
Yeah,
Nice. So what do you see now? What do you think of the
Oh,
backdrop?
bro, man, what the backdrop, bro? I remember you were like, "Hey, bro, I'm in this picture in the back. Still haven't found it. It's been like 3 weeks." So, nah, this backdrop is legendary. So, it's
Yeah, so this is the Chicago mural that we got in the back, guys. It's a one of a kind. It really marks all Chicago iconic places and all the Chicago teams. Thank God we got the Cubs in here when they won the World Cup. The World Series.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I'm still in that FIFA world. And the World Series, which is iconic because they didn't win for like 108 years, if I'm not mistaken. So
112, yeah.
or 112.
Yeah.
So this wall behind us, I was literally just telling Ruben right now. We shout out to Open Eyes Design, my homie Dean who helped me create this. We literally Googled every photo you see behind us. Think about it. If you Google Michael Jordan, how many photos of Michael Jordan do you think are gonna come out? I mean, everything that you see behind us. Think about all the imagery, right? So we had to hand select every photo that you see back on there, and he had to put it together in a way that it made sense. And not only that, there's Easter eggs on there. I'm in there like on some Where's Waldo stuff. I'm in there 2 times. So I always tell people like to really get the full effect on visualizing everything that's in there, every photo in there. I tell them look for me. So when they look for me, what do? They go around the whole photo. And they look through every little piece, and you really get to see it. And sometimes they find me. Did you end up finding me?
No.
He did, yeah, Ruben. How you feeling, man?
Dude, it's been a blessing, bro. And like, we speak about it, season 1 a little bit, but season like as of recent, bro, like being a part of the barber community and not, being a barber is crazy.
I bet.
But it is what it is, bro. Like even like y'all see this hoodie right now. Legends Barbershop in Crest Hill gifted me this. This is their team hoodie. So all their barbers have it, plus me. I do a lot of my skits there. I did a lot of my Bad Bunny skits there. I did a lot
Is that a barbershop?
Yeah.
Legends Barbershop? That's
Legends
dope.
Barbershop.
Hey, Legends, I'm going to need one respectfully.
Yes, sir.
It looks so cool.
Or Carhartt and everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is just one, like, of the love that I've gotten from the barber community so far. And especially on top of that, bro, a lot of barbers come out to the comedy shows. And I think that love is crazy, bro, because it just shows you how much strangers will love you
That's
more
true.
more than your
People.
own people, bro. Like,
Oh, my.
and dude, it's ridiculous, bro. I've had people in my life that would spend $90, $100 on these big names, bro, and they won't even shed the 15, 20 that my shows, and it'd be within the same vicinity. And it's like, gets you thinking. But big shout out to everybody that has watched in season 1, man. I appreciate you a ton. I thank you guys, and like I said, I'm gonna keep continuing doing what I do, making y'all laugh. And for season 2, season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, like I said, this is our test run. Honestly, we want to upload it because we just want to upload. Doesn't matter, just more content, honestly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over this and whatever glitches we need to fix, whatever we need to adjust, we will once we have an official guest. But I mean, speaking of that, Ruben, man, take it from my experience. There's people still that can possibly be considered my friends, I guess you could say, that still haven't came to see Headquarters Chicago.
Uh-huh.
And it blows my mind, right? But it goes back to day one. There's people that still haven't seen me educate or haven't seen me do a show or haven't seen me do anything that you would be like, no way. Why? You would think they'll be the first people here. And at first, it used to bother me, and I used to always be like, people want to see you do good, just never better than them and all that. And what I just realized is like I think that's just how the way it works, man. Is that people might just feel like there's always more time. Oh, like Ruben hasn't made it yet. I'll check out Ruben when he's big. Like he's doing his thing. Good for him. But they don't feel like they have to go see you and support you. And that's how I've always felt. But the day, and I remember I don't know if it was Kanye that said this or somebody said this, like once you make it, that's when people will start talking about how they knew you or how they know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I wouldn't take it personal, bro. It sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's people out there. If it was crazy, those people that haven't supported are probably the ones watching this.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you consider yourself my boy or affiliate or anything, and you still haven't came to show anything to show love, come out, check Headquarters, or came to a comedy show that we hosted, or came to anything that we've done, like, one, shame on you. Two, it's all right because all you're doing, to me, all they did was build a tougher skin on mine. And it also made me appreciate people that do
The love that you do
that really appreciate you.
Yeah.
And you see that, bro. And you're what, 27?
Yeah.
Bro, and I say this all the time. Some of my closest friends now and some of the people that I really mess with hard, I met after 30. So when I say this shit
Yeah.
to 20-some-year-olds,
Oh yeah.
it's hard to think. Like, damn, you're
Yeah.
telling me once you hit 30, everyone you know now, you might not even talk to when you're 30. It might be a whole new circle.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy to think about, right?
No, definitely. But the thing is as every time you grow as a person, bro, people fall back because they're not ready for the new you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Type of thing. You know, as the years went, bro, like I never really started going out anymore like that. And the people that go out every weekend, they fell off because now I'm not the person to go to be there, DD to be there. You know what I'm saying?
And
And they take it personal. That's what was crazy.
They
A
do.
lot of them got actually angry. Like, oh, what, you better than us now? Or what? I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not into that no more. You know.
you got better
But-
things going on.
So at the end of the day, bro, it's one of those things. Like I really, the last couple months, I really absorbed this, and it's like, I'm not owed a thing, right? I'm not owed a
Yeah.
thing in this world, anything, support, love, or anything. So my energy never really focuses on the people who don't love me. It's to the people
Yeah.
that do,
Yes.
and to the people that do, I'm always showing love, like reciprocating it, because energy is important, right?
Big time.
So that's one of my main things the last couple months, and it's just helps relationships become healthy. You
Big
know,
time,
and
yeah, dude.
strong, and so that's why, bro. It's always love when it comes to y'all, bro. Like I always, you know what I'm saying. We're always here trying to figure out what's next, what we could do more, and you know, especially with the comedy shows, bro. People love coming, bro. They always, as soon as it gets done, they're like, all right, when's the next one? You
Yeah.
know, and you know, I use the other venues that I shoot at for preparing for our stuff, because our stuff is big time, bro. People come here and they look forward to it. The comedians are already talking. Hey, bro, how do I get that HQ show? I'm like, you got to get to the other one first before you go to that one.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because I'm not gonna throw nobody bogus in front of Los and them, bro. I say that.
Hell, nah,
Standards.
When is
Right.
our next one? February 11th?
February 11th, bro.
11th,
We have
Valentine's.
we have a banger, bro. Oh my, we got Vic Pandya. He was actually here for the last one. He did a guest spot.
Okay, he was funny.
Yeah,
we
he
got
was good.
Mo Good. She's honestly the next female Chicago comedian to come out, bro. She's so amazing. And we got my boy from Brooklyn, Anthony Fuentes, bro. Hilarious, bro. And
Oh, dude, I'm excited.
couple guest spots, and yeah, bro.
Is there gonna be another singer act or another?
No,
singing
singer.
act?
No, not for
Or-
HQ. There might be a different type of thing, but sitting down with my boy Ken Flores, shout out Ken,
Yeah,
doing his
Ken.
thing nationally, bro. He gave me a good aspect because now he's doing shows throughout the country, and he was like, you know, he was giving me tips on how to make the show better. Hey, bro, and I actually implemented those in my last show with my buddies last weekend, and it worked beautifully because it was 90 minutes max. That's my goal. It's always gonna be
Yep.
90 minutes runtime when it comes to shows. Obviously, door open don't count for me.
Yeah,
When the
it's
door open,
once
people
it
sit down.
starts.
Once
Yeah.
it starts, I got 90 minutes to finish it, and it felt refreshing.
Yeah.
Because people still had energy. People were they were good. They weren't like groggy after two
we,
hours.
We pulled the Avatar move.
It do,
It was like 3 hours.
bro, bro.
Yeah, it was about 3 hours.
But think about
Total,
it.
yeah, the whole event.
And what we say, bro, we fucked around and found out, bro. We
Yeah.
80 people.
Yeah, we had packed house. It was a
Wow.
lot of people to control.
We had half of security.
All right, so listen. We hired security for this show just because, look, there's a lot of people that I didn't know that were coming. It's one thing if I have people that I know that you could be like, hey, you know, I'd relax, chill if they get too crazy. But when you start having strangers show up, you gotta, you know, you let somebody else deal with it. So we hired security, and I shit you not. I shit you not.
Bro.
This guy brought his crackhead girlfriend. First of all, he came in a wrinkled, washed out security shirt. Neck was pulled out.
Oh.
And he came with a younger dude who didn't look, he just looked like a random dude. And his girlfriend, who I'm assuming is his girlfriend, who was already on drugs. How do I know she was on drugs? Because when I first seen them, mind you, I got 80 people in the building. When I first seen him, I'm addressing him like I address everyone else. Hey, how you doing? This is your spot. This is what you got to do. If you need anything, let me know. He's like, all right, this is my guest and this is my other guest. And in my head, I'm like, yo, if I'm hiring security, why the hell are you bringing guests? Especially without asking me. Whatever. I didn't want to deal with it. Cool. She comes up to me and starts talking to me. And at first, I'm trying to pay attention and like focus on what she's telling me. But when I started noticing like her like doing this with her teeth, like really like grinding her teeth and then looking sideways every 2 seconds of talking to me, I was like, oh hell no, this girl's on something. So I just kind of ignored her and started cutting her off. And then Ricky started coming up to me. He's like, yo, this girl, who the hell are these people? And we hired him for what, 2 hours?
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, we hired them for 2 hours, and 10 minutes before their time was up, we kicked them out. We're like, get out of here. Never doing that again. Not that I won't hire security again. I would just never hire them again.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put their business out
No,
there again.
it was interesting, bro. And
He was calling them like,
Detectives. Yeah, they're like, oh, these are my detectives. Go, and he would literally make like,
bro, he would do this. Oh, he would do 15 gang signs and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, damn.
and we would have the comedians walk in from the front, and he would sit there and be like, sit down, like yo, bro,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah, bro.
Like, that's not your job. Your job is to just stand there and make sure nothing happens. You don't need to, you ain't got no authority, bro. You don't know who's who.
And Ken brought his homie, bro, one of his homies that like make sure he good. And he kept saying, and the dude was like ready. I'm like, bro, imagine our star, our headliner, his security guy knocks out our security
Oh
guy.
my god, man. It was-
Dude. But it was a great time, man. Other than that, here's the thing. So our first show, what was it? 45 people, right?
that was beautiful.
And it felt great. It was me, you, and then with me, you, Average Panda, and JC, and what, 2 other people that genuinely were the overseers, right?
Yeah.
We doubled that, and it was still the same amount of people being overseeing stuff,
Yeah.
right? So it didn't feel too much, but it felt like if we had less, it would have felt like more.
Oh yeah. Not only that, man. When you throw events, when you're someone like us that are hosting these things, you never really get to enjoy it.
Nah.
You're constantly always working, making sure nobody spills, making sure the trash cans aren't filled, making sure everyone's good, making sure like there's a lot of things like by the time the show's done, you're done, but you didn't even get to enjoy it. Maybe a laugh or two here and there, but
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. It's a lot
Because
of pressure.
especially this time, bro, you were not sitting down. Last show,
man.
you were a guest. We
Yeah,
were trying to make.
I
You know what I'm
sat
saying?
down. I
This
enjoyed
time,
it.
bro, I don't think you sat down.
You know why I didn't sit down? Because I was more worried about the security guard than I was about anybody else. Because, man, I could keep going about this, but just know, guys, if you're gonna hire security, make sure you look at reviews, not just
They
the
better
little
have a Yelp.
business card. And he sounded official. He sent over an email with his
Yeah.
contract, and
Yeah.
it was $30 an hour. I'm like, man, $60, 2 hours can't beat it. Now we know why. Now we know why. But,
But it was-
one of the things that I want to cover on this topic, this podcast before we go is, out of curiosity, man, what are things you want to see for season 2? We obviously switched up the entire set. We wanted to go more of a chill vibe. We didn't want to just go strictly podcast and a table and face shots. We wanted to go more of an actual set, which is what we have here. But as far as our guests, as far as our topics,
I'm focusing more on the behind the scenes stuff. So I want expecting to be more of a live stream on Twitch and stuff like that. So everything that has to do with more like fixing, like right now I'm judging how the lighting and everything's going. I'm trying to how we're gonna fix this camera right here to color match the other one. So pretty much I'm more. That should be a question for you guys, but I'm over here focusing on all the behind the scenes stuff, how we can light this better, how we can cover everything up, but I think my main thing is to focus on having the live on Twitch and bring more awareness bring us to a wider audience. And I like the whole aspect you say how it's gonna be more of a talk show type chill and talk about more
Yeah, it
a
was
different
more
take,
like-
a different take. I like that.
yeah.
But for me, it's just focusing on behind the scenes.
Right.
Yeah, no, and bro, Ricky and JC are such a huge part because when me and you're focusing on like our guests, they see things that we don't see, you know, and especially with sound and whatnot. So definitely, big kudos to you guys, always trying to do better. And because dude, like trust me, our worst day, I thought it looked beautiful, and and to know that we got people that are not content with BS and they want the absolute,
Yeah,
because
No,
that's one.
and that's one of the things. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the
good.
thing. That's the thing about the Gold brand and headquarters. We have such a high standards, and there's always a will and there's always a way, and we always try to make things perfect. And I'm already seeing things that we could fix, and I'm just been judging the lighting and everything while you guys been talking. So
Yeah.
And on top of that, bro, it's like you said, your expectations, and that's one of the biggest compliments that we get, or at least me, is the quality of the visual. Because a lot of people don't have quality visuals. They have one angle, and that's just the three in the side of their heads.
Yeah.
We have different angles. Our cameras are crispy.
And I just realized we're missing a camera.
yeah,
We have 3 cameras. We're supposed to have 4, but we didn't set it up. It's all good.
I think diversity is gonna be very important. Now that's when something I come and play with, right?
Yeah.
Last season I brought in my brother Mario, musical artist. That was our only musical artist.
Yeah.
Well, his main entity was music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Obviously, A-Rod does music. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying his main entity was a musician and entrepreneur. And so this year, bro, I definitely want to pitch more diverse definitely trying to get my bro Ken Flores on this joint. I want to get my boy Khalil Everidge. He started Netflix movies and whatnot, getting
Beautiful,
that
hell
insight
yeah.
and stuff like so.
Yeah, we can also get other like content creators, like other people who like, you know how we had DirectX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we can make that a thing. Let's have every season we have one content creator or
Yeah.
something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, as well, yeah, bro. But what about you though, bro? What you thinking?
Well, I think for season 1, me personally, I was aiming more of how can we make this podcast valuable, and I think I was relying on all our guests to bring their audience. Not saying it didn't work, but it just didn't work the way I thought it was working. I guess I was relying on other people when I simply just feel like if you're gonna watch a Los Cut It podcast, I wanted to be more about watching us, not necessarily about who the guest is. Now, it's cool if you have amazing guests on here, whether it's comedians, actors, entrepreneurs, lawyers, I mean, for everything, barbering. But I really wanted to be about, like, the stuff that we talk about, catering to today's news, what's going on in today's world. And whoever our guest is talking about that and having that conversation, a real live, just sit back and converse and discuss a lot of the things. That's what I'm real big on, because I want us to be the identity and the reason why people want to tune in to Ruben, to Los Cut It. You know, we got JC on the camera, we got Ricky on the behind the scenes, and a lot of other people that are working to make this podcast grow. Shout out to our sponsorships that are going to be happening, Babyless and Level 3, who just jumped on for our new sponsorship. So we're going to be giving away a lot of cool stuff. But at the same time, just like how you were getting to know all these barbers that you had zero clue about,
Yeah.
I want to get to know comedians and other people that are in our city and flying into our city and that are spectacular in their own way, and getting to know them and discussing today's world problems. Like you were just talking about earlier today. What was the bill that got passed today in Chicago?
Man, pretty much the assault gun ban, bro. Assault rifle ban, you know, type of ordeal. That's scary, bro, because, you know, all politics aside, bro, all politics aside, I don't care if you don't believe in guns. I don't care if you own 30 guns, whatever, what you rep, whatever. Gun control is important. But the way that people are going about it and making it more scary than insightful is horrible. I recently just got my conceal and carry license just due to the fact that I'm traveling so much, bro. Like, I mean, my Google tracks my mileage, bro, just for tax purposes and whatnot. And it's ridiculous how many times I do travel. And I don't ever want to get, quote unquote, get caught lacking, right?
Yeah, of course.
So definitely it's one of those things which is scary because they take assault guns away from good people, but guess who gets access to them still?
I wouldn't
Bad
say
people.
access, but I guess who's still going to get access?
Who because the black market's crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna snitch on myself, but the black market is crazy.
Yeah.
So for them to can still get when they need it, and us have no access to that,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, bro. And so it's something that I hope it gets shot down quick. Not ironically, but if it gets all the way to the top and it gets approved,
Is that only happening here in Chicago?
it's in Illinois.
Illinois, okay.
Illinois in general. So Pritzker signed that bill today, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But I mean, there's so many sides of the conceal and carry that people don't understand. I went to the class 16 hours, and bro, you learn a ton, and you learn that honestly, a good person with a gun still doesn't. You're still at fault for a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
If you defend yourself, you're still at fault.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily I got USCAA insurance. It's kind of almost like a retaliation insurance, pretty much. And they cover your lawyers, they cover everything that happens after an incident.
Wow.
So I got incited in that one. You know what I'm saying? I learned about that.
You're going to have to put me on to that.
Oh, we got the whole team, bro. The whole team. You know?
Because I just applied for my Ford card again.
Uh-huh.
So I'm waiting on that so I can get my carry conceal. But even if I get my Ford card, I'm definitely going to have something here at all times.
Oh, I got to.
You
bro.
have to, man. I mean, you're in Chicago, and I know a lot of people. So I was watching the TikTok, and as soon as I scroll up, it was this like black dude that was like, "Guys, if you date a girl and the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, 'I'm from Chicago,' that is unattractive." And I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Why is that?" He's like, "Let me tell you something." He's like, "Every time I hear somebody say I'm from Chicago, we don't hear Chicago. All we hear is gunshots." And I was laughing. I'm like, but what's crazy is that I think Chicago's a beautiful city. It's a gorgeous city, but damn, it is dangerous, man.
Yeah.
It is so dangerous. And it's not one of those cities that is just like, oh, you got to know where to go. Nah, in Chicago, anything can happen anywhere. It could be in the middle of
Lakeshore
downtown.
Drive.
It could be in front of the Buckingham Waterfront, the Beam. I mean, all these touristy, beautiful, iconic areas, and things could happen. But then again, of course, if you go to the hood, you're looking for it. But my thing is like, even me, I like to move around with curfew. Like, I live in downtown Chicago.
Yeah.
But I'd be damned if I'm out there, and I say this with all honesty, after 11 p.m. on a Friday, Saturday, or even a Thursday, I know when to step out and when not to step out, because it's a different world when you're out there after 10 p.m. than when you're out there at 10 a.m. It's two different worlds. So knowing when to move and how to move is always best, and obviously staying out of trouble. But sometimes trouble does come looking for you.
It comes looking for you, bro, and you just got to be ready at all costs. And that's one thing definitely a lot of people got to know more about is just having situational awareness, bro.
Yeah.
You know, people kind of make fun of people that like, oh, like I went on a date with a girl before, bro, and she saw that I made sure that I was looking at every exit. Like, I had a chair where I was looking at every exit. She's like, well, you're being paranoid. I was like, no, I'm being ready. Like, because if something comes out of there or there, I have enough time to get in front of you, grab you, and you know what I'm saying? Type of thing.
Dawes does that every time we go eat. He's like, no, I can't give him my back to the door.
No,
Yeah,
you can't.
I've seen enough videos of people
Bro.
at restaurants getting just. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying anyone's after me. I'm not saying anything at all, but you never know, bro.
Especially you, bro, because you're, man, dog, you
No, I mean,
bro.
I wouldn't say all that.
Bro.
But at the same time, it's just like, you never know. You never know. And I never post when I'm anywhere. I'll post a day after, hours later. Like, I'm never at a spot and post I'm at a spot. And not necessarily because I feel like anyone's looking for me or anything. I just like moving in silence. I like being, you know, if people see me, they see me. If they don't, cool. But I don't move the way a lot of people on social media probably see me. Like, you might see me at the airport, you know, ready to take off, but odds are I already landed.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Oh yeah, my homie does that, bro.
Yeah, that's how I just learned to do, and it's just for my safety.
Yeah.
When I do go eat, I always ask whenever I'm with like Ricky or anyone else, I always be like, yeah, I just don't like my back against the wall. I mean, against the door. Let me face the door. I always want to face the door. But like I said, it's not that. And this is somebody that, to me, I like to think I move straight. I don't do anyone dirty. I'm not looking for trouble. I don't like to think I have enemies and all that. But imagine people that do move around dirty. Like, how are they still out here riding these crazy whips and being at these nice restaurants? Just being out. And I see it all the time. And I'm just like, these people have death wishes, man.
No, bro. And then what happens, bro? You see them on First 48. You see them on.
Man, imagine if they did a First 48 in Chicago. I've always wondered.
I always wonder why they never do those shoots here.
Oh,
in
because
Chicago.
the detectives are like, hey, no.
Bro, they don't. The thing about doing that over here, bro, is just that things happen so frequently. Like, by the time they release an episode, they already have 14 other things to come up with, bro.
Yeah, you're lying. The detective's like, yo, bro, I can't cover this for 48 hours, bro. I got other two.
I got to work on this case for 48 hours before I even, you know.
So, other than that, just I know we drifted off, but everything felt good. I like this whole new setup. It's more chill, more of a vibe. There's a lot more things that we can talk about, but like I said, we still have to go back, review the footage, see what we want to switch up. And there's a lot of people that we want to bring back from season 1 that did so well on the first one that we kind of just want to see what they do in this environment and this laid back environment. So with that being said, guys, do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, share if you like what you hear, share it. There's a lot more stuff that we got coming for you guys. And my goal is, while I'm moving around and traveling, while Ruben's moving around, traveling and doing this thing, we want to come back here, man, and just bring you guys up to date every single time. So with that being said, this is In the Cut, season 2, pilot episode, with my homie Baby Horchata and Average Panda. If you guys don't know Average Panda, man, this is the guy behind the camera, the photo, the photography, the video, all the cool stuff that we do here at HQ. So with that being said, guys, stay tuned. This is it. There's more to come, man. Appreciate it, guys. So thank you for watching.